The fallout from Bryson DeChambeau's controversial penalty at the Open continues to grow, and what happened next may have been even more shocking than the ruling itself. What started as a debate over the rules of golf has now become one of the biggest talking points of the championship. Fans, players, and analysts all seem to have an opinion, and the conversation shows no signs of slowing down. It all began when officials reviewed footage from Bryson's second round at Royal Birkdale. While assessing his ball in thick rough, the R&A concluded that DeChambeau had improved the conditions affecting his stroke by pressing down vegetation behind the ball. After examining the available video, officials decided the rules of golf had been breached and issued Bryson a two-shot penalty. The ruling immediately sent shockwaves through the tournament. Bryson signed an adjusted scorecard, officially accepting the penalty, but it was obvious he didn't agree with the decision. Through his representatives, he maintained that he believed the ruling was unfair and that only added fuel to an already heated debate. Within hours, the golf world had split into two camps. One side argued the officials had simply enforced the rules as written. They believed every player, no matter how famous, should be treated exactly the same. The other side felt the punishment was overly harsh. They pointed out that Bryson wasn't trying to deceive anyone, cooperated fully with tournament officials, and accepted the adjusted score once the decision had been made. As the debate intensified online and across television broadcasts, the controversy followed Bryson back onto the course. Then came the moment that stunned everyone. As DeChambeau walked through the galleries during his next round, a voice from the crowd rang out with a single word. Cheat! According to reports from Royal Birkdale, the shout was loud enough to be heard by those nearby, instantly becoming another major talking point from an already chaotic championship. Witnesses said Bryson appeared visibly frustrated but chose not to respond. Instead, he continued walking and focused on the tournament, even as cameras and spectators watched his every move. The incident marked the moment the controversy spilled beyond rules officials and television analysts. It had now reached the galleries, where emotions were clearly running high. For many fans, the heckle crossed a line. Regardless of whether they agreed with the penalty, they argued that enforcing the rules is one thing, but publicly labeling a player a cheat is something entirely different. Others felt the criticism was an unavoidable consequence of the ruling. In their view, once officials determined that Bryson had improved his lie, public scrutiny was always going to follow. Several players also urged caution, reminding everyone that a rules infringement should not automatically be treated as a question of a player's character or integrity. That distinction has become one of the most important parts of this entire story. There is no doubt that DeChambeau is now playing under an extraordinary level of pressure. Every shot he hits is being watched more closely than ever. Every movement is scrutinized. Every decision is analyzed, not only by officials, but by millions of fans around the world. Competing in a major championship is difficult enough. Doing so while carrying the weight of one of the year's biggest controversies makes the challenge even greater. The bigger question now is what happens next. Will this incident fade once the Open is over, or will it become another defining chapter in Bryson DeChambeau's already controversial career? Throughout his time in professional golf, Bryson has never been afraid to challenge convention. His scientific approach to the game, his pursuit of distance, and his willingness to do things differently have made him one of the sport's most recognizable figures. But this controversy is different. This isn't about swing speed or equipment. It's about trust, sportsmanship, and how the rules of golf are interpreted at the highest level. How Bryson responds in the days and weeks ahead may ultimately shape how this episode is remembered. One thing, however, is already certain. The debate is far from over. Some believe Bryson has been unfairly judged and subjected to excessive criticism. Others believe the officials made the correct decision and that the reaction from fans was inevitable. Now it's your turn. Do you think the fan who shouted "cheat" crossed the line, or was it a fair reaction to the penalty? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more breaking golf news, analysis, and behind-the-scenes stories from the biggest tournaments in the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.